Okay, all right. So let me open my chat box. Okay. Okay, so again, very good morning to everyone. Thanks for joining our second class for this year. We still have one, maybe two more classes to go, but I think most likely one more class to go, Neela, most likely. So we are looking into critical review and research gap. Okay, again, we'll be exploring AI in a different perspective today. Okay, Google Scholar and Scopus as well. Okay, for the first time this year, we're exploring Scopus together as well. So in the first class of this year, we explored more on how to read a paper. Okay, how to read a paper and what are the problems that you may face with AI reading your paper, where the misinformation can happen, where fake information can happen, and how to use AI properly. And it's still very, very important that you still read your paper. Okay, I've shown how the communication and the paper summary part can actually be wrong. Okay, and then you'll be actually end up reporting fake information. Okay, so to avoid that, especially in the stage of masters and PhD, I think it's very, very important that you guys inform the precise and truthful information. Okay, somehow rather, sometimes you'll come back and bite you if we are reporting fake information. Okay, so that is the current crisis that not only researchers are facing, even organizations are facing, whoever using AI. Okay, so but in our domain, it's very, very prevalent and very, very important to be precise and to be truthful. Okay, because we are in cutting edge research, we are informing new things, new stuff, and so on. Okay, so today we are deep diving into that. We are going into critical review, okay, and research gap. I think critical review is something that a lot of students struggle to do. Okay, they mostly normally will summarize the literature, but there won't be criticality that comes out of the summary. Okay, so that's what we're going to look into today. So with that, let me start our class today. So this seminar is purposely made informal. You can see that I'm wearing a t-shirt. Okay, just to create a more comforting and more friendly environment. I don't want it to be formal, so that you guys can openly ask questions. We can discuss, and learn from each other and so on. Right? And this is me. So I think most of you know me. Okay, for those who don't know me, just a very quick, brief introduction. I finished my PhD back in 2013. Okay, I finished mine in 2 years and 11 months. I did not do my master's. I went straight to PhD from bachelor's, and I still graduated before time. That was not easy. It was a different level of commitment. Okay, then I did my postdoc in Aston Institute of Photonics, Birmingham. I was in the UK for about 5 years, I think, all together. And then I came back to Malaysia. I joined industry, okay, so that I cover the full base of research. That means from PhD student, writing paper, supervising students, writing grants, collaborating across different universities, industries, and came to industry to implement whatever I research. And as a result of that, I did a lot of patents, a lot of US patents, a lot of global standards that I contributed and so on. So once I finished all of that, the whole cycle, then I came into consulting. All right. Um, so then I founded my own company, Proofreading by UK PhD. We are based in Cyberjaya. And the rest are all some of my things that I attained throughout the whole journey. Okay, so this is who we are, Proofreading by UK PhD. I haven't updated the numbers. These are just some of the raw numbers from early this year. And that is where we work throughout our journey for the whole about 34 to 40 countries now, if I'm not mistaken. And whatever I'm going to teach you today is, critical review, research gap, and so on. It can be widely used in your thesis, publication, definitely. Actually, as a consulting firm, as a proofreading firm, extended into consulting, okay, due to our experience in proofreading and the way that we tackle thesis and journals and so on, we were mostly mostly invited by clients to go into consulting, and so on. Then we started servicing in those areas. I never had planned to ever start a consulting part of our firm. But this was all thanks to our clients lah, yang asked for different kind of services and so on. And we eventually created a new service space for them. Okay, so we also do a lot of analysis, chapter 4 and 5. We consult a lot on that space. We work a lot on how to respond to examiners' comments, viva, proposal defense. And this is our specialty. We know how to exactly convert a proposal or thesis into multiple journals. And this is something that I personally specialize in. Okay, because for my thesis, I managed to publish 16 papers. 12 before I finished my PhD. No, actually 10 before I finished my PhD, 2 were under review. And after my PhD, I published another 4 more. Okay, so from a single thesis, I could generate up to 16 papers. And most of the thesis can be done if you know how to dissect the information and develop individual scope. You can actually publish more papers, right? And then this is where we started everything, our proofreading space. Okay, now we are evolving more into paraphrasing because Turnitin AI is a real pain for everyone. You cannot take away AI from students anymore. Okay, it's part and parcel of life now. But for postgraduate students, I think we have to be a bit more concerned. We have to be a bit more vigilant of what we are reporting, what we are doing. Okay, and L4 and L3 paraphrasing space is what we have migrated from a normal paraphrasing into paraphrasing that will make sure Turnitin AI becomes 0%. So that is something our specialty now is, because most of the humanizing tools would not work. Not most, I think all of it would not work. It won't give you 0% Turnitin AI. It's all what they call that, hoax. Okay, it's not true story. So that's why we still need human intervention to paraphrase it properly. Okay, so that's what we do, and the rest are just formatting and translation and stuff. Okay, so for today's class, I need all of you to be keyboard warriors. Ask your question. Okay, ask your question. I think Rahman just asked what is it for. The link is for your attendance, I think. If I'm not mistaken, it's for your attendance. Okay, you can click the link and register, but don't worry. You can do it later. Okay, you can do it later. At the end of the class, I'll ask them to share it again so that you can get your notes. Okay? So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay, how many of you here joining my class for the first time? Never joined before. Literally, this is your first time listening to me talking and never joined any workshops before, any of the webinars before. I don't do workshop anymore, but any webinars before. Please let me know in the chat box. Okay, we got loads of first timers. Okay, all right. Okay, so this is our what they call that, free classes. Okay, free classes for those who struggle. See, the point here is, if you are a diploma or undergraduate student nowadays, they just generate everything in AI, copy paste and submit, and some of them make it. Some of them got caught. NTU recently, Nanyang Technology University recently fired some of their students for using AI. Singapore, being Singapore, they're very strict. Okay. So they just fired all the students. They failed and the whole thing. Okay. But coming to masters and PhD, if you just copy and pasting from AI, then I don't see why we are here anymore. Okay, why we're doing this? If it is that simple that we can just copy and paste from AI tools and then make a PhD, I think everyone can make PhD already. They don't need to do bachelor's already. They can go straight to PhD, copy and paste everything, and then get PhD and go. I think that would be a very, very bad trend for all of us who are doing PhD lah. That means all our PhD will be equating to rubbish. As simple as that. As offensive as it sounds, it will eventually become that. Because imagine if an undergraduate student just comes, stops undergraduate halfway, he comes to PhD, he knows what to do, he just prompt, just copy, paste, paraphrase, and he gets his PhD end of the day. There is no value for it anymore. No value whatsoever. It's supposed to be an assistant for you, but not to replace you in master's or PhD level. If it is already replacing, then I don't see what we are doing here anymore lah. All right. So that we always have to keep in our mind. We cannot report fake information. We cannot report information that never exists, is not really true. Those things lah. Okay, those things. A lot of information, fake information, is being reported in bachelor's thesis. Gradually, students are getting expelled. Students are getting failed. They are redoing. All these things are happening. Okay, but at this level, PhD level, I think that shouldn't even happen. Thank you, Janatul. Thank you. That shouldn't even happen, because that will defeat the sacred value of the PhD scroll. Okay, then once you wear that PhD burger hat, they call you doctor, there is no meaning to it anymore. You won't even feel the hard work that you put into it. There won't be any meaning you carrying it, lah, as simple as that. Like me, every day I look at my PhD, I'm very proud. Okay, it's one of the most proudest thing that I've done in my life. Okay, it is one of my finest achievements, my thesis. Until now, I keep it on, at the entrance of our office. I'm so proud of it. Okay, so if you guys want to be proud of your PhD also, please put in the time and effort to develop a real idea, a real research gap, a real problem. Don't report fake information. It's very embarrassing. More and more students are failing because of that. Okay, I'll show you some examples later. So to assist you and to help you, okay, thank you, Akila. Thank you very much for following. So to maintain the sacred value, okay, of a PhD, no matter where you do it, like you can do PhD in Harvard, you can do PhD in unknown university. PhD is still PhD. Okay, PhD is still PhD. So this is our Facebook page. Okay, this is our Facebook page, and we share a lot of information here, okay, on daily basis. Okay, a lot of notes, a lot of PowerPoint slides, a lot of videos, and so on, a lot of templates. All right, so for those who are not following us, I suggest you to go and follow and like lah. It'll be very beneficial for you, because we share very little marketing. I think it's mostly knowledge sharing. Okay, so and I also have recorded videos. Okay, under video tab here, you can see all the classes. Like this one is one of the most popular class now, people are watching all over the world. This is development traditional chat GPT based. And if you go down, you'll get a full list, 132 videos, full video playlist of all the videos. Okay, we are hitting almost 189,000 followers. So I can tell you that when I ask you to follow, it doesn't mean I want to collect followers. I have more than enough. Okay, but follow means you will at least see what we post lah. Just for that sake, I'm not collecting followers here. Okay, so we already hit 103,000 followers on TikTok also. So I think we easily have about 350,000 accumulatively across all platforms. Okay, so but here for you to follow, it's for your own benefit lah. So you can see a lot of classes on problem statement, how to write problem statement, literature review template, background, introduction, literature review part 1, part 2, how to publish in high impact journal, how to structure complete thesis, writing review journal before proposal defense, designing instrument, how to explore research gap, how to plan for your PhD. This one 2023, but the planning is still 12 months in a year again. So you can still look into this lah. Then concept paper, proposal defense. Before you go proposal defense, you can watch this particular video, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you got many, many classes here. I have done a lot of podcasts with many experts also. You can learn from them. Okay, so that is that. I leave that for you. For you guys to go and explore. Thereafter, we also have free templates. Free templates ni penting. This is very, very important. Because now more and more fake information, fake structure, misinformation are being delivered. And for PhD students, see, for me, it's different. The moment I read what AI gives, I start laughing, okay, because I know what is required. Okay, but for fresh students who comes in, they don't know. We cannot blame them. They are being sandwiched. No, they're being not sandwiched. They're being compressed into, using AI. People are pushing them to use AI, like how people were pushed to buy Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and so on. And many people bankrupted after that. Okay, many cryptocurrency went crazy after that, all scam and so on. So I feel the same synergy is being put into AI. by these billion-dollar companies because they just want to make money. That's all, end of the day. But when I look back at the information being given, like, oh no, most of you follow me on TikTok and Facebook and so on, you guys know that I show real demonstration. See, this is fake. This one student failed. This is how the information is being faked. This is how it's not real information and so on. So I need to show that because apart from us consulting, okay, and teaching students, overall my motivation is I don't want people to spoil the value of PhD. I really don't want. I don't want, we are so used to reporting fake information. Eventually, it becomes part of our life. We are comparing calculator with AI. Okay, calculator don't give you fake calculation. Okay, that is different. Okay, it's different altogether. And calculator don't make you dumb. You still know 1 plus 1 and you still know 1 plus 3. Okay, you know how to answer that. If I give you to do division, you can still do division. You can still do multiplying. Okay, and calculator doesn't do, at least it doesn't do that level of integration for you. You can still do your integration if given to you a bit of knowledge and so on. But AI here is literally people just copy and pasting. They are not using their critical thinking at all. So what is the value of having PhD with that? When you come out, you don't even know how to apply your PhD. Okay, the critical thinking that comes with it. See, people think I don't want to take philosophical class on this lah. Okay, I don't want to bore you guys, but eventually PhD is not only becoming a subject matter expert in that area. No, that is not only that. If you ask me, PhD is more than that. PhD is about teaching a student, a person, how to think out of the box, how to give the floor a problem, and the floor will one way or another find a solution to solve it. They will come with a different way of breaking down the problem to solve it. That is why a PhD holder, you put the flag anywhere, the flag can survive. Okay, the flag can survive. You put the flag in a market selling vegetable, he will think differently. How do I sell this vegetable differently? What are the main problems? Okay, so I can tell you that's how experienced researchers will be thinking because they know how to research, they know how to think out of the box. That's the essentiality of doing PhD. If you ask me, end of the day, that's why we are here. Okay, so of course the title lah, who doesn't want a title kan? So with that, to assist students, to help students not to fall into this pit hole of fake information, wrong structure, wrong way of writing thesis and so on, I come up with a lot of templates, okay, to help. These are all free, eh? These are all free resources that I give to my followers, my clients who want to help themselves, and so on, because I cannot assist everyone. The amount of emails that we get asking for help, we really cannot assist everyone. Okay, so I create all this so that at least they can help themselves also. So these are all the templates related to chapter 1. These are all templates related to chapter 2. These are proposal defense viva templates. These are systematic review templates. We will view this more in the next class. Our third class is most likely systematic review. Okay. Then chapter 3, pilot study process, and so on and so forth. Okay. All these templates. I also have full templates on chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well now, which I haven't shared it here. In the next class, I'll put it here. I don't have the time to display it here yet, but you can get access to it through my Telegram group. Okay, so no worries. So you guys can download all of this from my Telegram group. Just a moment. Let me get you the link. Okay, there you go. Okay, so if you click that particular link, this will open up. Okay, first and foremost, once this one opens up, do this first. Go to this bell button, enter your email address, subscribe first, so that any new latest release, latest template, latest this platform will sometimes send reminder, or you can go and download, there's a new template release and so on. Okay, so make sure you subscribe here. I've given the link ready in the chat box. Okay, once you go on that, if you're not following me, okay, now let you guys attendance, don't worry. Okay, everyone, attendance, don't worry. At the end of the class, we will give you the attendance. Don't worry about it now. Focus on the class. Okay. So register yourself first. Subscribe yourself first. Okay. Once you're done subscribing, let me know. I'll continue to the next part. Okay. So if you're not following me on TikTok, okay, you can click this. This will open up the TikTok. We have 103,000 followers with a lot of good videos. Okay, good videos that we share will be very, very important to you guys. Okay, a lot of very short videos, last straight to the point. Pop, 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 pop. Those kind of videos. These are all our services and our Telegram group. Okay, so our Telegram group here, click this to join. 18,067 members. Okay, this is another following that I have lah. Under the same roof, we have a massive amount of academicians, researchers. If you have any questions, you're looking for paper, you're looking for literature, you're looking for solution, you're looking for advice, this is your platform. You have everyone connected here. All right, so let me share the link again. Okay, shared already. So join in here. Okay, once you join here, just search for template, right? Template. So you'll get full templates here. These are all the templates for you guys. Okay, these are all the templates. Then let me also delete this. This link had been okay. Then we also have template, my stuff here, this one. Not this one. This one, yeah. Okay, these are all the latest information. Okay, latest information and templates. Okay, so we have shared a lot of resources on, free classes, then my previous classes, and then some other new templates, defense viva question templates, this is database, and so on and so forth. So you can download mostly, just search only. Search, you can find most of it there. Just search only. Okay, so this is a very big forum. I leave it open. Okay, I don't make it into a channel. Channel means people cannot communicate. I don't like to do that. I want researchers to be able to discuss, come up with ideas and so on and so forth. Okay, so I leave that open to you guys. And for those who haven't joined, how many of you here haven't joined our IIUM WhatsApp group yet? IIUM WhatsApp group. Okay, Telegram group is for resources. WhatsApp group is for communication. Okay, because not many will open Telegram and communicate, can? So WhatsApp group IIUM is for communication, sharing new class, upcoming classes, new videos, new breaking news, and so on. We'll share on WhatsApp mostly. Okay, so at least you guys can immediately be aware. Okay, so seems like many not in the group yet. So this is the IIUM WhatsApp group. Okay, so please join in. Very, very important to join. Okay, so I'll let you guys join. While you guys are joining, let me explain what we're going to cover today. Okay, so I might or might not skip this. We see it depends on how much of questions we are getting here. Because this and these are the hottest segment for today. Okay, so we're going to look into fundamentals of literature review, research gap, AI and Google Scholar, and Scopus as well, right? Thesis and literature development workflow. There's nothing wrong skipping this. Okay, we will see the timing first. This is crucial. Okay, so stay until the end. Citation keyword analysis technique. Very, very important that I came up with the technique so that fellow PhD and master's holders don't report fake information. They don't report and eventually go to Viva or defense or even supervisors and then standing, with document that is completely fake. Okay, they open up the paper, whatever, the citation may be true. Okay, but then like what I showed in the previous first class, the statement, the summary given by AI, you put into the paper. If you don't read the paper, you put into your thesis. If you don't read the PDF version, the paper itself, most of them don't read lah, which I understand. I know. Okay, I know. No need to. Some of them read, most of them don't read. So for those who don't read, whatever the first summary is not entirely true. Okay, not entirely true. A lot of fake information there. So I showed in the previous class already. So what examiners doing now is they're putting the students on the spot, asking, show me where this information came from. Which paragraph of this paper, which line of this paper. Yeah, I see more failure cases than anyone in this country sees failure cases because all the failure cases comes at CB. So I know where they are getting hit. Okay, so that's why I'm sharing this so that you guys don't repeat the history. Okay, so whatever you do, you nak summarize ke, tak nak summarize ke dengan AI, that one I leave it to you. But make sure you go and read the full paper. And that's why I came up with this technique so that you will be aware if the information is true or not. Okay, and then finally, we open up our channel for the next class. We will talk about literature chapter and publication, and then from there, we will close the day. Okay. So this is what I call as thesis contribution diagram. Okay. This is literally copy and pasted from my own thesis. This is from my own thesis. Okay. So when I hit 2 years and 2 months, okay, I already got a job in Canada, okay, Newfoundland. It's a county called Newfoundland Labrador. Okay, it's a very cool place. I got my first postdoc job there. Yeah, even finished before 2 years and 2 months. I already got my job ready. Okay, my first job. So then that was the reason I used to my supervisor so that I can graduate before time lah. Otherwise, he will keep me there and probably suck more paper out of me. Okay, so that was the best avenue for me to escape. Okay, because I know I have enough. I have more than enough to graduate. So when I went to him, I told him, you see, doctor, I already got this job. I need to leave. Okay, otherwise I cannot accept this job. So let's finish up the thesis. Then he said, how about rest of my papers? Because I already wrote 10 by then. 8 accepted, ready, 2 under review. He wants more. Okay, he wants more because he knows that I can produce more. I told him after my Viva lah. After my Viva, I will do it. Okay. So then he told me, okay, if that's the case, you go and tell me what is your contribution. So I wrote lah my contribution to knowledge. I wrote like a long essay, 1 or 2 pages. He said, I don't want to read all this. Okay, you go and draw a diagram. Show me in picture format because people like to see pictures. People like to see, imagine you watching movie versus you listening. Okay, people like to watch movie more, kan? Visually, we like visual stuff. So then I say, okay. So I draw this very ugly looking diagram lah. Last time got no AI, no Sora, no no this extravagant prompting and so on lah. Those days, 2013, no, 2012, towards end of 2012. Okay, nothing. I only use Microsoft Visio, and I suck at drawing. I'm very, very bad at drawing. So I came up with this, my main topic. These are all my subtopics. All of these are subtopics. And all the yellow color boxes are all my contributions. All of it. Okay. So if you calculate here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 contributions, 12 papers. Okay. So that's what I did lah. So this is what will represent very clearly to your examiners, okay? Thank you, Azura. To your examiners, what exactly you did. So when your examiners ask you that, so tell me what is your contribution to knowledge, rather than you go blah, 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 and blah, 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 and then he will ask you really blah, 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 and then you have to explain blah, 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 blah. Rather than having all of that, actually, this is amazing. This is actually very good mode. You can do it much better now, okay, with the technology that we have now. If you put it into Sora, or, the flow come up with nice diagram, very nice looking diagram, you can just prompt to get this now, okay? I mean, with real information, with real contribution, okay, don't let the fly hallucinate, okay? What I did, I put into my first chapter. That's what I did. I put into my first chapter. So my chapter 1, introduction, background, problem statement, research objective, no research question. Only research objective. Research objective, and then I got my contribution diagram, okay, immediately after that to prove that I've done the work. So within chapter 1 itself, I already did my sales already. I already did my convincing part already. He knows already, oh, this guy got things done already. Then right after this, I put my list of publications. So I go like 12 papers. Okay. Yeah. So sorry. So 12 papers, 10 accepted, 2 were under review. My mistake. 10 accepted, 2 under review. So I put all that, 10, all of that there. At the end, 2 I put under review. 2 journals, 2 Web of Science journals. So I had 8 Web of Science Q1 and 4 Web of Science conferences. Okay. So this is what is very, very important in a PhD. I'm not asking you to write 12 papers. You write 2 also enough already. Okay, but if you want to write more, no one can stop you. My supervisor wanted more because by the time I finish, my PhD, thanks to my papers, He from senior lecturer became associate professor. Okay, all right. So those were the important iconic movements lah. Okay, so from here, what I would like to highlight is this is the end goal. Okay, end of the day, this is what you want to achieve. Right? You to reach the orange boxes, you need a real problem, not a made-up problem, not a fake problem given by AI. You need a real problem that you need to read the papers, you need to deduce, you need to extract the problem. You need to be the pilot. Okay, your AI can be a co-pilot. Okay, less than co-pilot. Like if you ask me, AI should be flight assistant only. Okay, you're not even co-pilot, because co-pilot means your life depends on that. That is a very bad precedent, very bad way to do things. Okay, it should be like a flight assistant. Okay, all the dumb things you ask the fellow to do. Okay, other than that, don't ask them to do intelligent things from you, because that has to come from you. I'm not saying it's ethically wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm not talking about ethics here. Eh? Forget about ethics. Okay, ethics, we are way past ethics already, I think. Okay, the gray area in AI is crazy. I'm talking about technicalities, because for the amount that the fella lies, the fella cooks up information, it's more damaging than ethics. Okay, ethics is least of our concern now, right? Of course, you have to be concerned with the university, but in reality, technically me speaking, I would be more concerned on the technology itself. Okay, the tendency to lie. So to formulate, so you need to come up with the problem. You want to ask the floor for idea, suggestion, okay. Make sure you rectify and verify and validate there is actually a real problem or not. Okay. To formulate a problem, you need literature to expose gap. Okay, to formulate a problem, you need literature to expose gap. Okay, this also, when you need literature material, don't ask AI, go to Google Scholar. AI will give you all the predatory journals, open access journals only, mostly. The flow won't give you proper, good, high impact journals. So you still need to go back to Google Scholar to get the best version of the papers. Okay, the most high impact papers lah. Even after exposing a gap, you still need literature to support your solution. So that's what we are going to explore today. So now let's begin the journey, right? Okay, before we go into literature review, you first need to understand the different types of literature out there, okay? So you got primary sources, secondary sources, and tertiary sources, right? So under primary sources, okay, the original source of a particular literature, not interpreted, not redefined, not repackaged, not reinterpreted by other literature or authors. Okay, in a simple way for me to tell you, empirical journals, technical reports, theses, patents, conference papers, empirical conference papers are all primary sources. Okay, tapi conference papers ni is a bit grey area lah. Kalau if you guys gonna look at conference papers yang people go for holidays, don't take those. That won't have much of an impact. You must go for conference papers where it's very difficult to get your paper accepted. Most of the conference that we know, you submit only the floor, give you review and accept. We don't want that. That is rubbish. Okay, I mean it's okay to go. I've been to that before. That's just for holidays. Okay, just to meet people, hi, bye, experience and so on. But when I say conference, is more of conference where they submit 4,000, 5,000 papers, only 700 papers will be accepted. The acceptance rate is like 25%, 20%. So that one memang top notch lah, all right? So that is the kind of academia discoveries I'm telling you. Okay, these are primary sources. This must be your essential part of your references. Okay, then secondary sources. This must be secondary, which are mostly review articles, bibliographies, and so on. Okay. Tertiary sources are the least that you must use. Textbook, encyclopedia, fact books, and so on. So go back and look at the reference list. Whatever AI generated for you, this must be the percentage. Okay, this healthy percentage. And AI cannot achieve this percentage. That's where people will immediately know that whatever you did is coming from AI. Immediately. Okay, that will basically tell everything out. Okay. So 80% of your literature, 80% must come from Web of Science and Scopus. PubMed ABDC is additional lah, but Web of Science Scopus is your primary player. So when you get a literature, okay, must open and see whether it's Scopus and Web of Science or not. Okay, if it is discontinued in Scopus, if it's not in Scopus, Web of Science is mostly predatory. Don't even bother. Okay. You can cite lah. I'm not saying don't cite lah, but 80% must be Web of Science Scopus because there is a standard that Web of Science and Scopus maintain. Okay. Then after that, conference articles. Okay, conference articles peer reviewed. So this is also okay. Official reports, policies, white papers, government documents. These are all must consist of 80% of your reference list, be it publication, be it thesis, be it proposal. This must be your major contributor in your reference list. 15% from non-index journal. This is what I said. Non-Web of Science, non-Scopus, 15% only. With that, books and edited books, all of these 15% only. That means 100 citation, 80 must be journals. 50, I mean, Web of Science Scopus journals. 15 can be 5 non-index, 5 books, or 5 non-index, 10 books. No example lah. 5% news articles. Okay, yes, of course. 100% index journals, even better. Okay, even better. Definitely better. Okay, so she did a direct message to me, Shafana. She asked me, mine 100% index journals. Is that acceptable, doctor? Definitely. Absolutely. Okay, no problem. So 5% news articles website. That means only 5% lah. It must be highly credible. Okay, not chipla website or news articles. Okay, remember again, this is PhD, not undergraduate degree. Undergraduate degree glorifying, they use AI to pass, they use AI to do everything. Let them be. Okay, they won't know now. Wait until they go and find a job. Wait until they go into masters and PhD. Then they will be scratching their head, don't know what to do. Then we will see. Now all glorifying. It's okay. Just wait and see. All right. So then no percentage of Wikipedia, no percentage of predatory, no percentage of non-reliable news sources. Okay. So this is typically how it can be. 100% journal, even better. 100% Web of Science Scopus, even better. But sometimes very difficult to achieve that. Okay. All right. I hope that is clear. These are some of the classes you can go through to further strengthen this part. Okay. So how to read Web of Science paper for literature review, research proposal writing, time planning, how our client, Dr. Tahira from UiTM Pasir Gudang, suffered through her 10 years of PhD. She failed, and then she came to us. You can listen to about her journey, how she persevered and sustained 10 years and then failed. So it's a very sad story. You can go watch. This is Dr. Dr. Yuji, Dr. Yuji. Dr. Yuji, how she gives tips for part-time PhD students. You can go watch this also. My client also, very proud client, one of my first clients when I started this firm, and how to find research gap. Okay, some of very, very important videos lah. Okay, next thing, research gap, AI and Google Scholar. All right, and Scopus also lah. So now I'm going to go into a little experimentation. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Excuse me. A little experimentation. So I'm going into retention and development of Generation Y employees. Okay. So I'm looking into this particular paper. Okay. Development and retention of Generation Y employees, a conceptual framework. Okay, this study is of very much interest for me. My last class, I use information system. I also use information system today, but later lah. Now I'm going to a different topic to use it as experimentation so that, we don't get so bored with the same type of topic. So this is a very easily understandable topic. Basically, imagine those days, baby boomers, Gen X, normally they stay very long in the workplace. They don't move, okay? Baby boomers, they will stay 30 years, 20 years. And Gen X will stay like 5, 10 years. So usually employers won't have problem of, employees switching. So that once they started that with Gen Y and Gen Z even worse, okay? Gen Y probably switch every 2 to 3 years. And then Gen Z switch every 2 months. Switch every 1 month. Okay, not me saying that. You can go check. Literature says so. Okay, so this is a study that looking into Gen Y. Okay, very good paper, Web of Science Q1. I want to create a new topic from this. That's my goal today, okay? It's an Emerald Journal, so it's a very good paper, all right? Employee Relations Journal. So let's look into it. Okay. So the objective of the study was to propose new methods for employers to retain Generation Y employees. Okay, for employers, how they can keep the Generation Y employees so that they don't leave from jumping jobs. Okay, because everyone comes in, you train them, you want them to stay, not jumping very fast and so on. Because if they jump, you have to train again. They jump, you have to train again. It's not easy to train people. Okay, it's very difficult to propose talent management techniques to develop Generation Y employees. So how to sustain and keep them lah, talent management. Okay. So these are the two objectives. All right. So first thing and foremost, okay, nowadays it's a trend. We have to turn to AI. Okay. It's not that I want to, but I have to, so that I can educate the students here today, so that we can see how we can use it and how we should not use it. All right. So a lot of people out there saying, go to AI, generate ideas, you get new ideas and so on. So that's how we're going to explore today lah. All right. So ChatGPT 4o premium, okay, $100 million investment, $100 million, 400 million ringgit, 420 million ringgit investment, ChatGPT 4o. Okay, so it's not to be fathomed with. All right. It's definitely a heavy contender. All right. ChatGPT, So I uploaded the paper. I said to ChatGPT, if you were to refer to this paper, what are the new research scopes can be created based on this paper? New research scopes. So then the fella come up with this. Okay, one empirical validation of the framework, cross-cultural comparative study, differentiated competency analysis, social media learning culture, and so on and so forth. Many of these. It's good. Okay, it's good because from this paper, okay, from this paper, for you to immediately come up with a new angle will be a bit difficult, because you have to read a lot to be able to creatively think, what can I do? Okay, so then we turn to this Aflagi for all these ideas. Problem is, this is not a problem. This is okay to do. But problem is, students or humans misunderstanding AI. It's not AI's problem. I think how AI is wrongly sold to students is the problem here. Okay, I won't blame the AI. I won't blame the students. Okay, I think it's the intermediator, because AIs are paying huge amount of money, huge, to all these influencers, the LinkedIn, in TikTok, Facebook. You can see the moment they start promoting the software, that means they're getting paid already. All right. Per video, they get paid anything from 1,000, I think I mentioned this before, 1,500 USD to 2,000 USD. Okay, I was offered before. Jenny AI 2,000 USD, lepas tu Site AI 1,500 USD, SciSpace 1,600 USD, and then recently Thesis AI 1,400 USD, and so on. I turned down every single what do you call that, providers, because whenever I use their platform, okay, fake information. It's not really true. Whatever the flag giving us is not really true. Okay, it's hallucinating all the time. It's not really new idea. The flag just recycle only, recycle only. So what these influencers are doing, all these PhD holders with good followers, they just for money's sake, they're promoting. Who becomes the victim end of the day? Who do you think becomes the victim end of the day? Can anyone tell me in the chat box, who do you think becomes the victim end of the day? Absolutely. Not your supervisors, not me, okay, not the influencers, not the AI companies. You guys. You guys are the, apa nak kata, you guys are the right word to put here. You guys are the test bed. Okay, test bed, you guys. Okay, definitely future generations lah yang tu betul lah. Okay, I'm not against AI. As I told you, AI doesn't have the functionalities that you guys are looking for, yet it's being wrongly sold to you by this bunch of influencers, and wrongly sold by supervisors also, who don't understand it very well. Okay, I get it from students also, I know. Okay, Uh, Recently, one case happened. Okay, let me share with you guys. I already recorded the video. Video will be coming out very soon. Okay, you can see the full story later. Listen to this very carefully. Yeah? This is a real story. Happened last week. Okay, from Open University Malaysia. I don't want to tell the student's name lah. Open University Malaysia. So this student, PhD, DBA, okay, DBA, created chapter 1 to 3. Habis dah, habis 130 pages, I think. Habis everything. But now, once she literally copy and pasted from AI, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, everything, then she sent to the supervisor. Guess what the supervisor did? Just guess lah. What would the supervisor would have done? Okay, 0 mark. Okay, then. Yes. Aisha is right. Okay. The supervisor put the the supervisor took the chapter 1 to 3, bakul sampah. Memang ada sampah dah yang tu. So the supervisor uploaded the chapter 1 to 3 onto ChatGPT, suruh dia review, ambil review tu, bagi balik dengan student. Give back to the student with all the review ChatGPT get. Now the student don't know what to do because ChatGPT asked her to add one more objective. Okay? Ask the student to add one more objective. Okay, the variable, add one more variable, add one more objective, and so on. Now the problem is, okay, yeah, it's not GPT. It's not GPT. I will never blame GPT. Okay, the fly is just doing what the fly is supposed to do. Now the problem at hand is, she told me in her WhatsApp, literally, I will show you when I release the video. She knows every citation tau at the end though, at the end of the sentence, every citation though, just placeholder only. That means it's just there only. She knows when she went inside, whatever information here is not in that citation. Some of the citation don't even exist. She knows. Okay. And in the citation, some of this content is not even in that citation. So now, AI versus AI lah tu. AI student. This is happening many occasions now because supervisor knows student use AI 100%. Baca pun dah tahu. I read also, I know already. This one AI written. Very, very clear. We have certain keywords, NLP, we can know. Okay. So once I think they see, they know, they're not bothered because imagine they got 15 students or 20 students each. They already tell don't use ChatGPT to write or any AI to write. Students don't listen. So what can they do also, supervisors? So just upload lah. Kau jawab lah dengan AI on your own. You do AI, use AI, right? You answer AI lah now. So so the comments now, she cannot instead of ChatGPT screen. No, I'm showing ChatGPT screen. I'm showing ChatGPT screen. I cannot show the whole WhatsApp conversation lah. That is very sensitive, so I did not show that. I'm not showing that. So now she doesn't know how to add one more objective because none of the literature is true. None of the source is true. So how is she going to add one more objective? How is she going to build lie over lie over lie? That is the problem. Okay. When you know something is not right, don't do it. It will cascade. It will come back and bite you. Okay. Why? Because today you do. You think today you graduate and go already. Actually, no. Bachelor student boleh, no problem. They finish bachelor today, no one looks at the bachelors after that. But you guys are publishing papers. Your thesis will go online. Okay. Your supervisor students after you will come and research, continue the research from where you stop. They will write papers. When they read your thesis, they go to the citation, they know, hey, this information is not in the citation. Okay, that fine day, oh, okay. This is already zoom in already. No, okay. Yang ni okay tak? Yeah, I hope okay, I dah zoom in already. Okay, so one fine day, they will know eventually that your information is not true. Papers are getting retracted online. No problem, no worries. Papers are getting retracted online. Okay, getting retracted. Literally, journals getting retracted. Okay, this. I'll show you. This is a recent news. Okay, Paper rejected for AI, fake references published elsewhere with hardly anything changed. The paper that this author published, okay, this whole story I'll explain to you later lah. But the worst part is the author was mentioned already, okay, and the issue. So this is another issue lah. The journal, he wrote the journal. This Amit Verma guy from Manipal University, Jaipur, India, wrote the paper, submitted to one journal. Okay, so that journal, it's all real stories happening now. Then this Prof Jacqueline, okay, under JRM Journal of Radio, blah blah blah, reviewed the paper already. Okay, she rejected because even her own references were created fakely. Okay, were created fakely. Then she rejected the paper. Then this guy just changed one word, okay, and then go and submit to another journal, Russian journal, Scopus Q1, Scopus Q1. Paper got accepted. But this Prof. Jacqueline somehow knew that the paper got accepted already. The moment it came online, she went and complained to the journal, yang published to. See, this paper is fake. Okay, you can read this whole thing later lah. Okay, I'll give it to you guys so you guys can read later. Went and complained. They removed the paper. Not only they removed the paper, okay, they reported to the university also. It's under investigation now. And they already publicized the author's name and university's name. It's there. Amit Verma, professor tau. University Jaipur, India. Okay, so memalukan lah. Imagine your name there, you fake information, you pergi publish. Let's say IIUM, your name is there, your supervisor's name is there, comes out. Can you imagine how famous you'll become? Okay, on LinkedIn, all is flying. I even made a video out of it to just exemplify lah. Okay, because we research community, I as a researcher, I want to execute every simple problem like this because it's desecrating the whole research community. Who will respect PhD after this if this is what we are doing? Okay, so we leave that aside now. Now let's go to this. Okay. Um, so I'm using SciSpace to collect literature. It helps to find literature. It is truthful. Please let me know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. End of the day, SciSpace, Site AI, apa tu, consensus, Elicit, everything using ChatGPT only. Everything using OpenAI. They either use OpenAI engine, they use Cloud engine, or they use Perplexity engine. One of it only. All of these engines will lie. Okay, all of these engines will lie. And why do you need to use SciSpace when there's Google Scholar? Okay, SciSpace would not show all the papers. Google Scholar will show all the papers. How do you know that you have fully exploited and searched for all the papers when SciSpace cannot access all the papers? Same like you guys. If you guys want the Elsevier paper, Taylor Francis, and so on, you need access from IIUM. Okay, without that, you cannot read most of the free journals, cannot read, you cannot download unless someone share on ResearchGate lah. Same goes to SciSpace. SciSpace you cannot read. The fella just highlight to you from the abstract only. The fella cannot read the full content. On the other hand, Google Scholar has the full content. The fella don't give you lah. But when you want to index, you have to give the full content. Then only Google Scholar will index your journal. Your paper will be indexed. Okay, the journal will provide, you don't need to provide. Journal will provide the full content. Then only, Google Scholar can give. Okay, this is the paper. That's why it's important to use Google Scholar. Why you guys want to use something that cannot access the full journal and then rely on it and then getting worried, is it truthful or not? If you ask me, of course not. Is OpenAI truthful? No. Then how the baby of OpenAI going to be truthful? Logic, okay? ChatGPT also will try to match the existing memory of individual user based on user's interest. Based off individual user. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. 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 So now coming to this. Okay, coming to our main topic. Okay. From this, the fella gave me a lot of ideas for these papers. Okay. As I said, nothing wrong with these ideas. Okay. What you guys need to understand is from this topic, the fella say empirical validation of the framework. The fellow say that means collect data and validate this framework. He says test the conceptual model on mentoring, strategic leadership, social media, knowledge sharing, competency development, effective commitment, retention. And then use SEM, PLS. SEM is PLS. There is no use structural equation modeling or partial least square. There's no such thing. Structural equation modeling is PLS. Okay, is smart PLS. All right. To examine causal relationships. They are the same thing. Okay, they're the same thing. Okay. So from this, I can tell you, I don't need to ask you lah whether you think this idea is new or not. I just show you directly, okay? This is an existing idea, already published already. It's not new, right? It's not new. So if you go to Google Scholar, this is the way I search lah, okay? Gen Y, mentoring, strategic leadership, social media, knowledge sharing, competency development, effective commitment, retention. The first paper already published all of it already. It covered everything already, okay? It's already done already with mediating role and so on. Okay, and some other papers have done it. I mean, actually, quite a number of papers have done it. But this is the most complete paper. I've done all of the variables already. So whatever being mentioned here is not exactly new. In the last classes I showed, again, I'm showing you today, it's not new. So when someone tells you that AI will create something new out of thin air, it is not new. Okay, it is recycled because the flow is artificial neural network. The flow can only plug out information what the flow has and give and vomit out to you. When the flow plug out the information kan, banyak neuron, okay, billions and billions of neurons. He'll go plug out certain information. The flow combine together and just give it out to you. That's why sometimes it becomes fake, okay, because sometimes the information the flow hallucinate. It's not really related to you, okay. Then this is another example: cross-cultural comparative study. Okay, investigate how cultural dimension of its framework influence Gen Y's expectation for leadership, mentoring, and digital learning tools. Compare outcomes between developed and developing nations. If I put this into SciSpace, the flow won't really give me this output. That's why I still need Google Scholar. Okay, I cannot use AI to investigate AI whether AI lying or not. Okay, all right. Same thing, I cannot use AI to paraphrase AI to beat Turnitin AI. Okay, you see what happened to the student when supervisor use AI also, AI will damage each other. All right, so what you need to do is you need to use the reality check. The reality check here is Google Scholar. No AI element whatsoever. Okay, it just check across the whole spectrum of online publishing. Everything will be checked. Okay, so next one also already existing already. Okay, it's already done already. Literally done already. Okay, Hoftit's framework already done. Okay, that this paper already finished already. Okay, mentoring, coaching, all this done already. Mentoring, leadership, digital learning tools, all done already. Okay, so again, it's not exactly new ideas. Okay, but what we can do from here is like what I teach in the previous class. You can do snowballing. Okay, that is one way. Okay, if you want to know what is snowballing, go and watch my previous class. I already teach already. Okay, I'm not going to go into that again. We save our time. We invest our time on new thinking process. Okay, so um, if you have not watched the first class is here. Dekat sini. This is the first class. Okay, so if you missed it out, this is my YouTube. Make sure you go and subscribe. Tak pula ini. Okay. Make sure you go and subscribe, okay? We don't do it frequently, but we do publish lah, okay? All right, so if you miss the first class, you can go watch it from there. Okay, so what do we do then? Okay, next, first I already teach you snowballing from previous class. That is a network of literature snowballing to get to the latest article and see what they are doing. From there, you create new idea, okay? The other way is using your mind, okay, your thinking process, critical thinking, all right, which is this called creative observation. Okay, creative observation. Okay, creative observation. With analytically, thinking of different ways of doing things lah. Okay, so now we know Gen Y cannot retain. They jump all the time. So we keep looking at, variables that will complement them to help them out to stay, okay, and so on, right? But what if I tell you no one actually looking at from different point of view? A good way of creating new idea in research domain is also POV, different POV, okay, different point of view. If everyone looking at that direction, you look at this direction. But don't go and reinvent the wheel lah, okay? Looking at different POV doesn't mean you go and look for tires, how to make it square. So your cargo, boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's not what I'm telling, right? I'm telling, look at different point of view that a lot of people miss out to look at. Okay, example, this scenario. If I were you, I'm an HR PhD, I have this topic, I will look at it from all these Generation Y, Generation Z employees, can next generation Alpha lah. We do so much. Okay, we give them facility lah, free food lah, phone lah, retention lah, training lah. Dulu, our father, mother never get any of it, yet they stay. So employees could sustain, employ more people. The cost was okay, they can sustain and so on. Now, things are very difficult to do business. Okay, things are getting difficult to do business. So more and more costing. Tax people are hitting, what is going on in Malaysia now. So many taxes, so many subsidy cuts, and all these things are mainly affecting businesses. I can tell you that they are struggling, e-invoicing and so on. On top of this, if they still have to think what to give more to employees to keep them, my question is, how would they sustain? Okay, so everyone is looking from this point of view. I am telling you, in years to come, SMEs won't be there anymore. With this kind of pressure, this kind of manpower problem, with government squeezing them so tight, okay, who wants to do business? It's not worth, right? So my first creative observation from the whole scenario that I'm looking at, okay, I look from the aerial point of view, okay, so I say, hey, everyone tengok sini. But no one is looking at this. Why? That is your thought. When you lend your mind to AI, you don't think like this. Okay, when you don't believe in yourself, you think, oh, my mind, my brain won't work. Cannot work, cannot work. AI, give me idea, give me idea, AI, give me idea. Why? You guys are capable enough, intelligent beings. All right. Don't look at fake information that the flag give me all the ideas, all fake, all recycled. Nothing is new. Imagine you start your research with that. Okay. After 6 months, you need to change everything. You need to scrap the whole idea because eventually a supervisor will find out. Eventually, your examiners will find out. Will find out 100%. They will find out. If you have done that so far, go back and check your idea. Okay. I can guarantee you it is not a new idea. Go and check before it's too late. All right. So what I did here is I came with a different POV. What would be the impact on organization or employers by giving special care to Gen Y? Okay, what would be the impact on the organization or employees? How far they can sustain? No one knows. No one studying about it. This is a solid PhD idea for any of you who's looking for a new idea. Take it. I have no problem. Use it. Okay, just tell me what is going to happen. Okay, I would really like to know. Okay, the keywords are organizational impact, generation Y, millennials, and function or function, and function or function. Okay, then we have one more perspective. Will organization face difficulties in terms of resources and financial just to satisfy Gen Y? Okay, will that affect their long-term growth, or is it better for organization to offer artificial intelligence solution? Okay, to replace all the manpower. Why to have this headache, right? Why I want to think about retention? I go different pathway. I take AI. Let AI do all the tasks, all the repeating tasks, let AI do. Why I want to employ people? That's where we are heading next. It's a very good area to research. Okay. Organization as a whole, how much trouble are they facing with Gen Y employees? See, this one is even crazy idea. Perhaps a study need to be conducted on their potential behavior at school level before they reach employment ages to design a behavioral framework so be prepared for future employers. So from schooling itself, we have to teach them about not be no go and be an employee lah, but how to remain committed, okay, to something that they do. Right. So these are all different ideas on how you can think. So today I'm teaching you critical thinking. Okay, not teaching you how to prompt for critical thinking. I'm teaching you literally practical way of how to think critically. Okay, so these are some of the examples. These are all PhD level ideas. If you're looking for ideas, you can take any of it and go ahead. Make sure you let me know before you go lah. Okay, so that I don't go and publish any new papers. Okay, or maybe we can publish together. All right. So these are some of the ideas. Any questions so far? Yeah, definitely, Aisha. But a lot of people don't believe in that. A lot of people are very worried. Okay. So just go to GPT and just prompt, paste, 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 paste. You're not going to go very far, guys. I can tell you, maybe you will get through the supervisor because supervisors get tired. Okay. They know, they know all AI. You will be screwed at your proposal defense stage. You will be. Okay. If that also you escape. Okay. If that also you escape, then it's better to get caught during defense. You see this guy, okay, Masters or PhD failed Viva because of AI. This is Dr. Shana's story, okay. He had to redo his thesis, spending 1 year and 3 months or 1 year, 2 months because his Viva, he failed. Okay, failed, had to reviva, redo the whole thesis back. Even data also he has to go and collect back certain part because of fake information lah, not really novel idea. Okay, I think the supervisor also did not observe very well lah, to be fair. But he has to redo lah. 1 year and 3 months he spent his time. Okay, now you can take shortcut. It will somehow will come back and bite you. Okay, another case is this one is one case. Another case is here. Where is that? Another case is here, CCAT analysis. Okay, also an experience from the student I'm sharing. Another case is here, I'm sharing more and more cases like this one. This is another case. This one, Shana's failed Viva, she failed with a supervisor itself. Supervisor kicked out the proposal. I have to redo everything. She spent with ChatGPT prompting, trying to understand what ChatGPT doing, She spent few months, came up with 120 pages proposal, I think. Everything scrap, redo from scratch. Okay? You can go and check out all those. That's how I know. Otherwise, I don't know. Otherwise, how would I go and experiment? I'm seeing more and more failure. Then I say, hey, how come people fail? Then I go and check back. Oh, this is the story. Okay. All right. So now, how to verify our idea? The idea that we are generating. Once I generate the idea, I use AI to verify. Okay. So I want to know whether this idea is entirely new or not. So I go back to AI. I tell the flirt. Most of the studies are focusing on employees' point of view, on retaining Gen Y employees, right? While none looks at the impact of employers' struggle on keeping up with Gen Y. None. Are there any such studies? Okay, are there any such studies? Okay, so I go down here. The say employee challenges in retaining Generation Y employees. He told me, yes, there are. Okay. While much of the existing literature on retaining Generation Y millennials employees emphasizes their perspectives and expectations, there is a growing body of research that explores the challenges employees face in retaining. So he gave me all this information. He said, yes, yes, there are. Okay, there are. Okay, so now I go lah. I open this paper. So let's say confirm gods. I open. You see, I always research gate, no? The flow won't go back to actual journal website, okay? Because the flow can only open up open access. You can only crawl for open access. Your SciSpace site AI also will go and crawl, okay? Crawl on websites which they can read the abstract only, they'll come back. How do you understand the full paper from abstract itself? Some papers you can, majority you cannot. Because most of the theory, literature, everything, you have to read the paper. So you are using AI tool that is giving you papers merely on abstract only. That means whichever paper did not explain very clearly in abstract or never tell the essential keywords, you won't pick it up because you're not using Google Scholar. Okay. Now the crawling also going to become a problem. You already passed the law that AI cannot go and crawl. Okay, in most of the European journals and so on. So Elsevier all is going to have a problem. Okay. Okay. So this is the paper. The first set is looking into employees' point of view. So you read this, The study aims to find out how often Gen X, Gen Y employees leave their jobs. Okay. And then at the end here, you see, it was found that differences in personality and behavior between Generation X and Y caused Generation Y to leave jobs more often than Generation X. Based on the sample, the researchers also made predictions about the two generations, plans to stay and leave. Look at the English. These are the papers. These are the kind of papers that ChatGPT will show you and you guys will be using. Okay, look at the English. Okay, I don't know whether to cry or not reading this. So by end of the day, the issue here is still looking at employees, not even looking at employers. So again, it's not pointing me in the right direction. So I don't want to waste my time with this. I go straight to Google Scholar. So Google Scholar, I search Generation Y, quotation mark, okay, quotation mark, or millennials, okay, and then N, you don't need to write N, okay, A-N-D, N function Boolean, you don't need to write, okay, you can just leave it because this is by default N function. Okay, now if you write or, the N function won't be there, or will take over. All right, if you don't write anything, it's predominantly will become N function. That is Google Scholar lah. Okay, so I put this together. Then I get this paper, 2008, talking about digital natives, organization impact. Okay, fine. One paper. Then hearing the voice of Generation Y employees, again, not relevant. Not looking at organization. Exploring the motivation outcomes of long-term international sport, not relevant. Emerging organization landscape Generation Y. Yes, it's a book. You can look into. Building bridges, not relevant. Mentoring needs and expectation of Generation Y, human resource practitioners, not relevant. This is good. Long-term organization impact of destructively narcissistic managers, good. Yeah, that's about it. You got most 2 to 3 papers only that have done something remotely similar. That means you got a lot to explore. No one exploring it. You got a lot to explore. This is the kind of idea you're supposed to look for in PhD because you can publish a lot. It is completely novel. You know you're doing it for the first time. No one actually looks into this. You can build your instrument and you can do an excellent research. You can graduate on time, before time with this kind of studies. When you go and opt for this kind of studies, many people have done it already. ChatGPT just recycle and give you. You see how many papers have done the same variable over and over and over and over and over again. Where are you going to find gap? It's so saturated. Firstly, it's not even novel. Secondly, even if you want to find a new variable out of this, how are you going to find? Everything already exploited already. Crazily exploited already. How much you going to find? Same goes here. Of this framework, of this framework, of this framework, all done ready. But you look at this, when you come up humanly idea, it becomes different. It's not recycled. Okay, when you search for it, you know only 1 or 2 papers, only something similar. Okay, so now you can build a framework. Okay, and this is Scopus searching lah. Okay, this is how you search in Scopus. All fields, Generation Y or millennials. Do you know why I say Generation Y or millennials? Can anyone answer? When I'm searching for this, if you're not understanding, you need to tell me. If you don't ask question, I assume all of you understand. Okay. So can anyone tell me why I put Generation Y or millennials? Exactly. So you don't want to miss out on synonyms. Some papers call millennials, tapi you tak pick up. Okay. You guys are using, some of you using size space, you are not picking up most of the papers. Here I am searching the way that I don't want to miss out any papers. I want to make sure that I have all of it in the package. Okay, so that when I go out to publish or when I go out to what they call that to do my PhD thesis, I must make sure that I have everything. All right. No one can tell me that, oh, have you read this? Have you done that? These people did it already. Why you're redoing the same thing? I don't want those kind of things. Okay. So I search everything clearly. So then at the end, I end this both item, I end it with organizational impact. Then I get all these papers. Wait, sorry, I won't search it. Okay, now I search. So I get all these papers, about 113 documents only. The way I search is very unique. Okay, so I get exactly what I want. Okay, so you can see humanistic principle, leadership, social, no, these are not relevant. Relationship between digital clinical practice environment, not relevant. Individual acceptance, not relevant. Digital marketing intervention, dynamic finance, not relevant. Predictors of burnout well-being, not relevant. Managerial employee manager landscape of workspace spirituality. This is something okay. Something might be relevant. That's it. See, very little papers are relevant. That means it's a very fresh field. It's green field, not brown field. If you don't know what is the difference, go and read. What is brown field? What is green field? Okay, this is green field. That means you can do a lot. Easily, you can create a topic out of this. You don't need to fight. Okay, it's a very unique idea. Okay, clear? Okay, so I already shared all these scopus, how to use and so on. So this one we can skip. Okay. Any questions so far? You guys can follow so far on the critical thinking part. It's not easy to for me to simply say that everyone can do critical thinking. It requires certain amount of practice. Okay, but I can tell you, I am human. Your supervisors are human. We did PhD when there was forget AI. There was not even half the software. Most of the software, not even Grammarly during my time. If we can do, you guys with all the software now are failing more. More and more people are failing PhD now. Okay. Um, yeah. So that's why you need to be very, very, very careful in what you're using and how you're thinking. So we have a question here. I will normally read out, even if you direct message me, I'll read out the question. So maybe I don't mention the name lah. Okay, maybe we keep it private. Doctor, my apology. My question is a bit silly, but I'm very new to postgraduate journey, so I would like to confirm this. When using Google Scholar to find problem to solve, does that mean that we need to read all the papers found on Google Scholar on that topic? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Is this why it usually takes a lot of time to even decide on topic? No, not necessarily. You read the abstract, you open the paper, read a bit introduction, a bit middle part, a bit at the end part conclusion, see relevant or not. Not relevant, throw, go next paper. You don't read line by line. Once you know it's relevant, okay, relevancy cannot be determined based on abstract alone. That I'm telling you now itself. Okay, relevancy of a paper or matching paper given by AI just based on abstract is false. Okay, it's bad news. All right. So you guys need to go to Google Scholar, pick up papers that you think relevant. Okay, pick it up. Then from there, you see abstract, read a bit of introduction very quickly. No need to go into detail. Look at conclusion. Okay, look at conclusion. Look at discussion a bit. See it's relevant or not. From there, you can know already. No need to even go through the whole body. Okay, once you feel it's a bit relevant, keep it. The one not relevant, you think, throw it out. Okay, all right. So that's what I would advise lah. Is it okay to use GPT for search strategy through Scopus or PubMed? Is it okay to use GPT for search strategy through Scopus or PubMed? You mean to link your chat GPT to Scopus? Is that what you're telling, Rula? Could you please let me know about paraphrasing? Can you use a little in our thesis or paraphrasing? You have to. If you're using AI to write, okay, you need to paraphrase on your own. Okay, so you guys can go to my what do you call the TikTok channel. You guys can watch all my experiments I've done. Undetectable AI humanizing tool failed. Quillbot miserably failed. It increases the turnitin AI instead of improving it. Grammarly humanizing also failed. Stealth writer AI failed. Everything else also failed. We did a combination of testing here. All these videos are publicized, real result. The only way to beat Turnitin AI, that is if you really want to beat, okay, is by human-based paraphrasing. Because you need to humanize with real human. AI cannot humanize for you because AI is AI. Natural language processing. The flow will follow certain pattern to write. Okay, as far as I know lah, from my testing. Okay, so the only solution is human-based paraphrasing is what we do now. From usual paraphrasing, now we are moving into a different scope altogether to paraphrase for Tanitinia. It's way more difficult. And the bad news to all of you is when you use AI to write, let's say you copy and paste and so on, like I said, you take the risk, okay? Fake information, you face the music, still you want to do, you do. If you do, all right? End of the day, when you scan from your own student Turnitin account, you cannot see this. This Turnitin account, you cannot see this. And Turnitin AI got two options. They got two schemes now. No, two categories now. Okay, category one is AI generated. You see this AI generated. Category two, okay, the flow flag. Category two is AI generated and AI paraphrased. Okay, that means your AI humanizing tool lah. You will fall under one of those categories. You'll be either AI or AI generated and paraphrased by AI. The flow will know. The flow will retrace. Okay, so one of these two attributes, you are done. All right, you already out ready. You're turning it in AI. And the worst part is you cannot see this as student account. You can only see this from your supervisor's account. If they give you access, that's good lah. Don't use Shopee, yeah? If you upload your document, mistakenly stuck in Turnitin repository, it's end of the world for you. Because those people who are selling in Shopee, they get illegal access to whichever university they're taking it from. That means someone that is leaking that account. they might not have repository access. So your document will forever sit in that university or school. Okay? Yeah, school. Sometimes they use from school. US high school or use Turnitin. Some of the Shopee comes from US high school. So you cannot remove the document from the repository. I have used it before. Last time, I kena before. I think about 3, 4 years ago. Okay, I didn't know. I bought it from Doctorate Support Group. Okay, from Facebook. And I got screwed. Okay, I use it for my clients. I had to contact them in the US day and night. I called them until I wrote an official letter to them, get them to remove from repository. Thank God it was right in time. Um, Doctor what? Doctor Beladi, I think, from Oman. Okay, his thesis after we paraphrase lah. Okay, this was not AI. This was those days Turnitin. Okay, so don't use from Shopee. Now we use Turnitin only from university. We have direct access, so that one no problem. Now ours is 100% legit. We have access to even repository, so no problem. Okay, I stopped doing that. That's why I tell everyone don't use from Shopee. Don't use. Okay, so even if you use humanizing tools, if you don't have access to this, you won't know the humanizing tool working or not. So that is where our greatest strength lie. We can see all of this and we paraphrase until this will become star. Star means zero already. Okay, so this is how we paraphrase. This is how crazy it gets. When I say crazy, it's really crazy. Paraphrasing for Turnitin AI is very, 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 very difficult. Very, very difficult. Okay? Because when we paraphrase, let's say 94% will become 70%. Suddenly we paraphrase a bit, it might sound like AI, it will go up a bit. Then we have to reduce it some more. Then suddenly we hit 40%, we paraphrase the whole thing, suddenly it will go up to 60, 70%. Then we have to reduce it until it becomes start. That's why Turnitin AI paraphrasing will take slightly extra time when we do it. Okay? All right? I hope that is clear. Now let me look at a lot of questions came up. Okay, so Chat GPT for search strategy for Scopus. Okay, could you please let me know? Paraphrasing, explain already, Fatima. Okay, how do you build patient and build practice critical thinking skill exactly? Passion lah, passion for knowledge, passion for new idea. Okay, I love doing research, so that's basically passion lah. I like to look at things in a different angle, how to create new solution. Okay, that's just me lah. Otherwise, why we are doing PhD again? If you don't want to contribute, if you just want to take from AI and paste, then how does that make you a doctor? Okay. Okay. If the paper is not Google Scholar, but is there in other verifiable journals website, is it fine? Usually it will be in Google Scholar. I don't know why it's not there. If it's not there, then you have to be, unless it's not scholarly document lah. If it's from, government website and so on, then it's a different story. Okay. Is it reliable for us to use explicit for SLR? I have no idea. Lagi-lagi pun SLR, I will never use any tools because SLR is something that um, you need to really go through one by one. You really need to make sure that your protocol is built precisely because you know why? You need to be able to reproduce the search and you must get exactly the same result if the reviewer asks you to show. Reviewers will ask you, they'll say, okay, this one, when I search, I'm not getting the same result. When you search, show me. So we have done it before. We have recorded video. We have shown it to reviewers before. Then when they believed us, how we did our search and so on. So if, I don't know, I don't want to discourage, but if I were you, I won't use it personally. I will still do it manually because I don't trust this software. I don't want to waste my time, go and doing forensic on the software, rather just do it myself. Okay? Slides, okay, probably later, not now. I read by my own later, upload to some AI for corrections. It gives correction, good suggestions that are flagged it for using. Yes, it will be still flagged as 19 AI. Okay, one more thing. When you guys write ready, okay, this is something that many people don't know. When you write ready, especially your RO, your RQ, your problem statement, all these things, don't up. I think I'll skip one of the portion. We go straight to the CCAT because we won't have enough time. Okay, because more Q&A, right? So this is benefit for you guys. The moment you upload your idea onto AI, the idea is now being available to 100 to 200 million users out there. That means your RO, your RQ, your problem statement, your framework, your theory, everything is already exposed out there. I can come along, prompt something similar to what you're doing, and get exactly, this one last year I showed in my class. Next year I'll show again. This one happened last year case. I will prompt, I'll get exactly that RO. I can go quickly write the paper and You are done. You are screwed. Royally. Happen. Many occasion happening. Okay. I would say if you want to use Grammarly lah, because Grammarly is not really a prompting, it's not a writing software. Okay, it's more of a Grammarly rewriting and so on. So that's still okay. But Grammarly still uses OpenAI. Okay, so it still gives all the data back to OpenAI. Okay, so OpenAI is, that means the flow learning and the data is all there already. So it's your risk lah. All right. Can we use AI grammar that I just told you lah? Okay, I just told you grammar is that you can use if you want to. But if you accept the full rewriting of Grammarly, your 2018 AI will go up lah. 2018 AI will go up. My English is not that much good for academic writing. Suppose I produce something using my mind brain and do this thing rewrite by AI. Yeah, can. But like I said, you need to handle the 2018 AI and you are basically exposing your idea to everyone. So I can, if I'm doing something similar to you, if I'm doing, I can easily get your RORQ, your problem statement and so on. I can easily get, okay? What about using GP to translate original words from your native language? I think it's okay. I think that's not a big deal. I think that's fine. As long as you're not sharing sensitive information, like I said, RORQ, framework, theory, all, because you have to understand, many people are reading research, the similar papers that you are reading. So they will come up with ideas, so they will start prompting for new ideas. If you use those literature for you to explore new idea, you already explored, and you go and upload, the AI already registered already. This literature, this new idea came up from this literature. This all, they will mind map all together. So when the next guy comes, they will give, you can take this and go. He'll give. It will 100% give if I prompt it right. Okay, this is all real story that people don't tell you. Because whoever promotes to you, either they charge you to teach you ChatGPT, because they want you to pay, so they lose nothing. Okay, so they just give you all that. They say use, nothing will happen, blah, blah, blah. Then you have the second group of people who takes very good money, 1,900 USD, 1,500 USD. So they promote lah. They don't care what happens. But I am someone very concerned about the future of quality of PhD lah. Because this is what happening. Then I'm one of those who really find PhD to be very sacred. Okay, all right. So the rest I leave it to you. How to paraphrase, how to explain our own words. Pravina, I have started sharing already. You can check my TikTok. Okay, you can check my TikTok. I've given some tips there. Okay, so I think that is clear. Okay, so this one I shared with you already. Why I'm saying Turnitin AI is very important to solve and fake information. This is the journal that I shared. Okay, until the journal author, the journal university, everything been taken down and reported on Detection Watch website already. So basically the author and the whole university is very famous. Now he basically screwed his whole future. Okay, he probably will be fired from the university. Because this is, you're reporting research fakely. And after editor telling you, you still not bothered, he just changed the title name only and then submit to this journal and got it accepted. So this one is not forgivable. Okay. So at that time, okay, see, in April, communication professor Jacqueline Award got a Google Scholar notification about a paper published in World of Media. She had reviewed and recommending rejecting for another journal several months earlier. At the time, she recommended against publishing the article, monitoring the development of community radio, comprehensive bibliometric analysis, in the Journal of Radio and Audio Media, JRAM. Because she had concerns of the article was written by AI, she also noticed several references, including one she supposed to wrote were fake. This is the best part, man. Then April 7, she got email, April 7 email seen by Retraction Watch, award raised concerns about the paper to Anna Gladkova, the editor-in-chief of World of Media. She went straight to the editor-in-chief, which is published by journalism faculty at Lomonosov Moscow University, Russia. Award emphasized the authors were informed of why their submission was rejected. Award telling Anna that she told the authors why she's rejecting, and they still had not made the changes in the published version. The next day, Alexandra, an editor assistant, responded saying the journal had every reason to undertake investigation and recheck. Okay, and finally, the article has been taken offline and currently subject of internal inquiry. A decision will be communicated later. Okay, so as for the incorrect references, award flagged. Verma, the author, said researchers use sources, blah, 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 all these crap stories. Lah. We know exactly what is the issue. Okay, so this explanation doesn't seem to address a citation to an apparent 2017 article attributed to AWAD, the impact of digital convergence on community radio engagement, purportedly published in Media Studies Journal. The journal website lists no paper with that title. Don't even have, And AWAD told editors in a peer review that she has not published anything about community radio since 2012. So, those are the stories. This is what happening. People are going after it like crazy. Okay? A lot. LinkedIn happening a lot. Be very, very careful. So, LinkedIn, there is one author published every day. Which paper getting retracted? Okay, so, there, retracted. See, one more. Fight citation hacking. They're really going all out. Okay, so you can check LinkedIn also. Many, many cases happening. I forgot her name, the lady who shared. Not this. Directed. There, this lady. This lady, one crazy lady. So really crazy. She goes after everyone like crazy. Okay, see, show all posts. Okay, one more paper retracted. This is probably a career-ending case for a researcher in India, and I don't feel good about it since the team of us reported over 120 papers this year, last year. One more retracted. All AI, all retracted. Okay, so be very, very careful. Okay, one way or another, they will come after you. Okay. Doctor, could you please summarize what should we do with AI then? It seems AI a risky tool for accidental plagiarism. AI you can use to do simple things. Okay, like hey, this one I've stuck here. What do you think I can do? Then the fella can discuss with you. Okay, maybe you can do this, maybe you can do that, maybe you can do this, maybe you can go that part. When you have mind block, then from there you can but you have to go and investigate. Don't just copy and paste Our main problem is just copy and pasting. So let's say you want a new idea, you upload, like what I did just now. So the first said, okay, these are all the new ideas. Then from there, you snowball. You go to the Google Scholar, you search for the thing, this one existing idea, not really new. From there, you snowball. You snowball and say, okay, this is a good pathway I can take. Yes, let's go. At least the flow is showing you the direction. It's not exactly novel, but just showing. Okay? Even if you ask from GB to delete the data from your memory, still it will save. Of course. Once you upload ready, the flow train ready, the flow will never remove from memory. There's no such thing. Train means train. That's it. Okay. My supervisor suggested me to use Perplexity to search for sources. What do you like? I said, many supervisors are not well educated. Okay. You can go and share what you learned today to your supervisor. It's our responsibility to educate our supervisors also, because they are not very well educated in AI space. They're still new. They probably know lesser than you guys. Okay. You guys probably know AI better than them. Okay. I investigate a lot, so I know what's going on. Okay. Once you do the point, it's actually an exposure. Yes, yes, of course. The moment you prompt, you buggy your RORQ, you already exposed already. It's already trained already. Okay. It's already out there. It's just matter of time someone picks it up and go and writes a paper. Okay, in China and India, if they pick up your RORQ, they can do paper in one day. They will find the paper and publish it in the next 3 to 4 months. They will surely find a way. They got so much of data bank that it'll go like that. Okay. After publishing an article using AI, it will give any issues after publishing. Do I need to answer that question, Fatima? Think about it. So far, what I'm telling you, think about it. Do you think it will be an issue or not? Okay, so this one is one more. PhD student expelled from University of Minnesota for allegedly using AI. So they're going very hard. NTU 2 weeks ago, okay, they expelled 3 students. Okay, so it's going quite hard, quite hard, quite heavily. All right, so take extra care, okay? Okay, so we skip this. We go straight to the final segment, okay? Okay, this is important template. For those who are reading papers, okay, let's say use AI to read also, Tefla will summarize for you, but sometimes it's mostly fake information and so on. But that's up to you, lah. Up to you to define, and then you want to go and read back and so on. I suggest you to go and read back, lah. That's what I would do if I were you. Now, how to critically review? These are the guideline for you. Okay, these are the guideline for you to tell you how you can critically read a paper. I've already created the questions for you. If you follow along these questions when you're reading a paper, you will be able to find a lot of critical viewpoints that will give you a lot of answers. Okay, so let's say you have a paper, example, start by understanding the paper that you're reading. You should ask yourself, what are the focus area? Source relevant or not? Reliable or not? Is it Web of Science Scopus or not? What are the recent developments? What are the appropriate methods of the paper? Are the methods acceptable or not? What are the strengths of the paper? What are the weaknesses? What are the controversies? What is the evidence? Based on evidence, what do you think of the paper? How does your study, research, question, objective link to this paper? Why the weakness or controversies need addressing? So these are the kind of questions that none of us ask. Not me lah. But none of the students ask because they just upload, summarize, paste. Upload, AI, summarize, paste. You can tell me if I'm wrong, but I know that's what's happening. Okay. So you don't know whether AI giving you fake information or not. You just take and paste. There is nothing critical about it. So I don't know from all this, how you guys expect to grade a PhD. I still don't know how it's going to become. I am still very puzzled, to be honest. Okay. So you guys just going in a circle only. Going in a circle, then eventually when you get to defense or viva, the bomb will lay on you. You have to come back, spend another year, another 6 months, another 1.5 years to redo everything and then go back again. So I'm trying my best to inform you guys, don't do that. Don't waste your time. Do it properly. Use AI in the right manner. I don't blame AI. I don't blame students. You guys were trained, like what the supervisor say, use perplexity. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with Google Scholar. I really don't know. Okay, so it's like you get a free Lamborghini, but you're telling, you know what, I'm okay with the fake BMW. I don't want the free Lamborghini. Okay. Please let me know if you put citation on each on every paragraph, will it make issue? If the citation is related to the content, then yes, no problem. There's nothing wrong with that. But the citation must be relevant. The information must really come from the citation. Okay? No templates be used for my. Yeah, of course you can use. Of course you can use it. No problem. Okay, so how to solve this problem? How to solve fake information problem and not getting expelled and so on. This guy became very famous. Very, very famous. I think Korean student became very famous. How to avoid? We go into citation keyword analysis technique. Okay, this is a new technique I'm teaching you guys. Focus here. Okay, wake up. If you guys are already dozing off already, because I'm talking a lot of philosophy, wake up, open your eyes very big like that. Okay, focus here. This is very, very crucial for you guys. Okay, Zarid, tengok my father's WhatsApp. Okay, so let's go back here. Okay, so I'm going to show you a series of prompting on ChatGPT. And then from there, where we are heading towards. How do we verify an information is fake or not? Okay. So, citation keyword analysis technique, focus this. If you were to do a literature review for PhD thesis, this is called persona prompting. Okay, this is called persona prompting. That means I'm making the ChatGPT or any AI as the person who is going to do it, as the person in charge. If you were to do a literature review for PhD thesis, PhD, mark my word, PhD, in the area of information system and firm performance, what are the published journal papers under Web of Science and Scopus indices would you recommend for literature review? Okay, so the fellow told me all these papers, which is good, okay? Journal of Management. See, this is very important. Follow this part. The fellow recommend Journal of Management Information System under Taylor and Francis, Information System Journal, Wiley, very good. All these are free journals. That means you cannot read the content without subscription. You can only read it through IIUM access or any other university access. That means any AI, SciSpace, Site AI, whatever, cannot read the content of these journals. Only the abstract only. Okay? European Journal of Information System, Decision Support System, Journal of Strategy Information System, all these are very good journals. but end up here. This one they're proposing what journals, but when they choose the papers for you, when supervisor asks to use Perplexity, ChatGPT to search for papers, these are the rubbish you get. See, Big Data Analytics and Firm Performance Systematic Review, MDPI. MDPI is already predatory. It's already predatory. Okay, mediating role of managing some archive journal. I don't even know where it's coming from. It's not even a journal. It's some indexing, some repository website. Okay. Strategic alignment between IT flexibility, another repository website. I don't even know this one coming from where. This one is coming from some open access journal. Okay, it's not even Web of Science Scopus, I guess. So when the fellow proposed, the fellow tell these are the good journals, but when it comes to paper, the fellow don't give from there. They will give from all the open access only. Okay, or PDF version available online. Okay, not from the exact journal. But okay, this is the first problem. But that one we leave it aside. Okay, that one we leave it aside. Now we go down. The next prompting I ask the fellow, from articles mentioned above, generate a problem statement at PhD thesis standard. Okay? In information system area, generate a problem statement at PhD thesis standard. Then the floor generate this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraph. Finish. Okay? If this is enough for PhD, then I don't know what PhD we are doing anymore. Lah. All right? I really don't know. But this is what the floor gives. Lah. This is what most students will just copy and paste. Trust me. I've seen it before. I'm seeing it. And I believe some of you would have done it here also. Okay, you call this problem statement for PhD, it's not going anywhere. All right. So now we go to this particular paragraph. Okay, this particular paragraph. Moreover, although digital transformation and big data analytics have emerged as dominant themes in IS research, the long-term impact of these technologies on firm performance, especially in emerging markets and under-research industries, has not been fully explored. This is the important segment. See this. There is also a notable gap. Okay, there's also a notable gap in understanding how internal organizational capabilities, example, IT management, data governance, absorptive capacity, mediate or moderate the IS performance linkage. 2 citations given. Okay, this is the sentence. We have a question here. Ziarul, I am P student IIM. I've already read 5 articles, but I've already submitted 3 articles. Now I've prepared 2 articles. I've submitted in the open access Springer Nature and Scientific reports quickly. If they accept it, how will I give APC? APC, how will you give? Must have the money lah. You must find the money to pay lah. How you'll give APC, I don't know. You choose to submit to open access one. So I think you need to get your supervisor to pay lah. It's not cheap. Scientific reports, I think about 12, 13,000 ringgit. Okay. So that part, I don't know how to help. That one you need to decide on your budget. Okay. All right. So very clear. This is the notable gap. Okay. Now, these 2 papers are these 2 papers. All right. So, Sedon paper is this paper. All right. This is Arun Rai paper. This is the paper. Okay. Just to verify it for you guys, okay, just to verify for you guys, the citation is here. Okay. It's here, okay. Right? Firm performance impacts digitally enabled supply chain, all right? So, RAI paper, digitally enabled supply chain, that's the paper. Then this one, how does business analytics contribute to business value? So, how does business analytics contribute to business value? So, we know that that's the journal. Those are the journals. So, that one clear now. Okay. So, journal also be open ready. I'm going step by step. Step by step. Step 1, you find the references. Okay. Step 2, open up the references, the papers. I already showed you. Step 3, go and list down the keywords. Okay. Now, example from this. Okay. I only want to take this paragraph. I don't want to do everything. I just take for example only lah. You actually must check everything, but I just take this one paragraph only. Okay, so here I take 10 keywords. Okay, 10 keywords would be okay. So digital transformation is one keyword means you cannot rewrite that. Keyword means that is the only way to write that word. Digital transformation, you cannot call it numerical transformation, number transformation, 0 and 1 transformation, cannot. Digital transformation means digital transformation, okay? Big data analytics, long-term is part of the important statement, long-term impact. So we take long-term, then we take information system, IS, then we take firm performance, which is here, firm performance, emerging markets, okay, emerging markets are here, internal organization, okay, internal organization, which is the gap itself, internal organization. Then IT management, data governance, absorbing capacity are all part of the gap. Okay, all these three. So in total, there are 10 keywords. Okay, 10 keywords. None of the AI plagiarism checker are truthful. Fatima, once and for all, I can tell you, if you repeat even 10,000 times, you ask the same question, the answer is the same, my dear sister. Okay. Any AI tools, rephrasing, not going to get you. Turnitin AI 0%. It's not going to get you. And the plagiarism checker, the most precise one is only Turnitin AI. Okay. Quillbot is rubbish. Okay. You can go and check my TikTok. I've done like 3 videos using Quillbot already. 3 experiments. You can go and check. Okay. I understand. Probably I can see that you're very, very worried now. I can see that a lot of AI had been used to develop whatever you have done. This is the time for you to wake up lah. Okay, to wake up before it's too late. Okay, so now focus here, focus here. So these are the 10 keywords that I want to analyze, whether this is true or not, whatever the first saying. Okay, I don't want to read. I don't care. I just want to quickly see whether it's relevant or not. Okay, it's still very risky to do that lah, but what can I say? Okay, so I go back here. I take one keyword example. Okay, so one keyword, mana ni? Notepad. Okay. So I take digital transformation for an example. Okay, digital transformation. So I go here, search digital transformation. Don't have. Okay. Then I go here, second paper, I search for digital transformation. Also don't have. Okay. First thing, don't have. Okay. Then I do next word, big data. Yeah, search for big data. Next word is big data. Have. This paper talks about big data. Okay, good. From keyword itself. That's how we have to do keyword matching now. At least, quickly you guys can find out. It's a very sad situation, but yeah, okay. For Rai, no, it's not there. Third keyword is, let's go to internal organization, which is the research gap. Research gap, internal organization given by ChatGPT. Internal organization. Don't have. Internal organization. Don't have also. So I'm not going to search one by one. I can tell you as a result of the whole thing. This is the final result. Okay. Out of 10 words here, okay, for Rai paper, which is the main citations here for the whole sentence, only 2 words appeared. Information system for performance, the main topic lah. So the first just plug out the paper only from the main for the main topic. But whatever the first said here is not there. It's not there. None of it. All the research gap, everything was lie. It's not really there. All this IT management, data governance, absorptive capacity, all lie. All this not true. Okay, Sedon got 3. Rai 2 out of 10, Sedon 3 out of 10. Okay, yes, firm performance, yes, information system, yes, big data. Only these 3 only. The rest, the research gap, everything, not there. I mean, all of this, not there. 3 out of 10, 2 out of 10. This is how you can quickly analyze citation keyword analysis technique. Okay, any questions so far? This is a very, very, I would say, a very good way of idiot proofing we call it idiot proofing idiot proofing whether the information is true or not. But I would still advise you to read the papers lah. Then only you really know, truly know. Okay. All right. Any questions so far? We're almost 12 o'clock already. Since we had a lot of Q&A, so that was very constructive. Doctor, is it correct to assume that all papers from Google Scholar are valid? Oh, yeah. Google Scholar is all valid, but some of it are predatory. Some of the journals are very low quality, but most of it are good quality. Okay, I would say about 10 to 20% can be from predatory. The 10 keyword of right answer is only accessed in GPT 4.0. I don't understand the question actually. Since I did the whole prompting in ChatGPT, so this is what given. And I search on the paper directly, the PDF papers, it's not there. Lah. Okay, so why do I use ChatGPT? Why I don't use Perplexity, SciSpace, Site AI, and so on? If Apple is using OpenAI, if OpenAI is the leader, why would I want to use anything else? Even Gemini, I don't want to use. ChatGPT has the most advanced model, so I really want to use that only. Okay, I don't want to risk. It's already lying. This itself lying so much already. Imagine if start using something else. Okay, it'll be even worse. Okay, so what to do if you are stuck? These are some of our clients recently graduated. This is Dr. Shanas after his revival. Okay, after you use AI and everything gone, this is Reviva. With new, the best part, if you believe me or not, the examiner was changed. The old external examiner don't want to examine his thesis. He cannot accept it. That student ripped off everything from AI. Okay, he abandoned. He said, I don't want to come back as examiner. They went and found another new examiner. Okay, so this finally he graduated after your coaching, consulting, rebuild the whole thesis, everything. He graduated, and none of them use AI. All AI free. These are just this year result lah. This year some of the results I can share. Okay, some of our graduated clients in 2025, and some of our key published papers for this year. Okay, very strong papers. None of it use AI. You don't need actually. You can use it to do simple stuff. Don't make it replace you. That's where you are really digging yourself a very big grave. Okay. So our services focus on PhD proposal consultancy, Scopus Web of Science publication, prepare you for the proposal defense, and then after defense, teach you how to address all the comments, data analysis interpretation, including Smart PLS, AMOS, eViews, Python. We do a lot of Python. We do a lot of R. We do a lot of NVivo. Not so much Atlas lah. We do a lot of NVivo. Thesis to journal conversion. We do a lot of systematic review papers. Next class, systematic review. We do a lot of systematic review, prepare students for Viva. After Viva, we will teach them how to build table and respond to every single comment. That's what we do here. Okay, these are some of our key remarkable results. Okay, so now coming to publication, which I'm going to share more in the next class. Okay, so from chapters 1 to 3, if you want to prepare before the next class, you can produce all these papers. Guaranteed you can produce. Okay, concept paper, scoping review paper, systematic review paper can be produced. Okay, from chapters 4 to 5. Okay, empirical paper, systematic review, meta-analysis, scoping review. More on this, I will explain in the next class. This is just an opening for the next class. Okay. And how important is proofreading by humans, not using Grammarly or whatnot. This is how we thoroughly revamp a document. Okay. And what you don't get from AI that we do, all the comments. Okay. We really go through and give comments that might improve the document further. Okay. And for all the students out there, we are offering up to 30% off for thesis proofreading, translation, and formatting services. And your thesis or journal, if we proofread or paraphrase or remove 13 AI, it will come with lifetime language warranty. So you don't need to worry. No headache for you. Okay. Examiner says language problem, reviewer says language problem, we can fix it. No problem. Okay. All right. So I hope that is clear. These are all the notes. Okay. These are all the notes that are coming for today's class. I'll be sharing. Okay. So your session is very much useful. Please conduct more sessions. Of course, sister. More coming. Don't worry. Just join. Okay. I will teach you how to do research in a way that you can pass, not getting stuck for there and for the next 5, 6 years pondering how to finish, even with AI. Okay. So I'm going to give you a very good systematic review journal to teach you how to do systematic review and thesis. Step by step conducting systematic review. Okay. how to identify research gap using qualitative literature review. A very good sample. This is my client. He's an assistant professor in Oman now, just moved from UMK. 17 publication from this thesis, graduated before time 2 years and 7 months, I think. Dr. Naim, very, very good friend. Okay. We coach from beginning until the end, until his 17 publications. And this is a very good paper also lah for you guys. Okay. All right. No problem, Shakirat. I'm very glad that you like it. Do you have any tips in identify predatory sources? Okay. Predatory sources, actually a bit difficult to identify. When you see Q3, Q4, Scopus, the moment it's not indexed, I won't say it's predatory, to be fair. You have to look at the English. The English is a very good identifier. You look at the English, you're like, who the hell writes like this? That is a very big identifier. Okay? And look at how fast they publish the papers. If it's too fast, it's predatory. You can see when submitted, when accepted, and so on. Again, that one will tell you also. So how do you guys find the class today? What is your feedback on the class? Thank you so much. My first session with you. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so if you guys all find it very useful, I would share this with you. I would request you to give me a 5-star review. Okay. And in the 5-star review also, you guys can write down what you want me to share on top of systematic review, what else you want me to share in the next class. Okay, I'm glad that all of you like it. I appreciate that. Bills list or predatory journal also you can use. Nothing wrong with that. Definitely can. No harm. Okay, so please go to this link. Okay, please go to this link. Thank you again. Open the link, hit 5-star, make sure you write down what do you want in the next class. Okay, now for those who are stuck in their journey, okay, they still need help, they need some assistance and so on. This is my WhatsApp. You can reach out to me. Okay, thank you again. You know, I'm glad that all of you like the class. This is how my classes will be, very practical. I don't like to talk theory so much. Okay, theory or no point. You can check, you can chat GPT to get all the theory. We go reality check. Okay, we have to know what we are dealing with. Okay, dealing with AI is like it's dealing with the future. So it is in your benefit to know what is the truth. Okay, all right. Very, very important because you are going to sail this journey for minimum 3 years. Okay, minimum 3 years. So you don't want to be sailing in the wrong ship, end up you go boom after 3 years. You have to restart macam Shanas. Jangan. Okay. So now itself, do it properly so that you can graduate on time and without any problem. Okay, then you'll forever remember me. That's what I want. Okay, all right. So that's the whole goal today. I'm glad that all of you like the class. Thank you very much. If you have not joined our IIUM WhatsApp group, please let me know. Okay, I will share the link. Anyway, I'll share it lah. Doesn't matter again. Let me share it. IIUM WhatsApp group. Okay, here is the WhatsApp. We'll go back to YouTube and watch the first class. If you missed the first class, make sure go back to my YouTube and watch the first class. Okay, very practical session. Very fortunate. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. I think praying for my data analysis phase. Just finishing the data gather. Okay. Wish you all the best, Akila. Wish you all the best. Okay, I think that's about it. Thank you very much, guys. Slides I will only share later. I have to finish this second class throughout all the universities. Later, after that, only I will share. Okay, normally I won't share lah. But if you really guys want, wait until I finish. You can ask me personally, I will share. I normally won't send to everyone. Okay, all right. But the notes all I will send. No problem. Okay. Okay, fantastic, guys. Thank you so much. Make sure you go and review 5-star. Don't forget. Okay. So again, this is the link and make sure you put in information, data, what you want to be presented in the next class. If I have enough for a quorum and if I have enough time to design it, I will definitely do it. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for, I'm very glad. I'm very glad. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. So, Puan, ready?
Okay, thank you, Dr. Dato, for the wonderful class. So perhaps you still to see you soon later for the next class.
Sure, Puan.
So
Definitely.
okay. All right, we close our session with Tasbih Kafarah and Surah As. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye-bye, Puan Jihan. And thank you to the graduate school as well. Send my regards to Prof.